Do you own a home where perhaps the garage was converted into living space, or you added a bathroom and that bathroom is not reported on county tax records? Or you know what, a lot of people do this where you have a patio and then a lot of people decide to enclose the patio in order to make additional living area. If you find yourself in this situation and perhaps you don't know, right? You bought the property as is and you don't know if any of this was done with or without permits, or perhaps you did it and you did it without permits, right? It happens very often here in Miami. And you're asking yourself, hey, will this hinder me if I want to sell the property? And the answer to your question is most likely not. Okay. Now, I'm not talking about, every situation is different, right? I'm not talking about like if you doubled the size of your home, right? I mean, that's a different story. I'm talking about like adding, I guess relatively small things within the confines of, the legal size of your property. Okay. For the most part, that shouldn't be an issue. And let me tell you why. Okay. When we're selling your property, right, we get a buyer, right? That buyer is gonna, if they're getting a loan, that lender is gonna order an appraiser to go to your property to assess its value, okay? And the goal of the appraiser is not to kill the deal or tell the county that there's something wrong with the property. That's not gonna happen, okay? What the appraiser is gonna make a determination is, all right, well, okay, so there's a patio back here, right, which was enclosed, right? Let's say hypothetically it adds an extra 500 square feet into your property, all right? What that appraiser is gonna determine at their own discretion if they're gonna count that added living area towards the value of your property. Now, if they count it towards the value of your property, obviously that's gonna bring the value up. If they don't count it, that's gonna depress the value. Okay, so I guess long story short is it will not hinder the sale of your property, but it may affect how an appraiser determines the value once we go under contract. Okay, so there you have it. If you have any questions, doubts, concerns, if there's things done inside of your property that you want to ask me about to see if this may affect the sale of your property, message me or leave a comment below. Have a good week. Bye.